We'd also like to thank John Dvorak today. We cannot thank him enough for all his help with fundraising this year. He had a big part in the momentum. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Did we thank you? You can find his site at hempology.org, venturing into the future via the past. Now, John is our next speaker today. He has been studying cannabis hemp for over 25 years. He has a hemp history website, again, hempology.org, and he created the cannabis curriculum, which encourages people of all ages to do more research into all aspects of cannabis, hemp, and its prohibition. His support of this event has been monumental, yielding several $100s towards expenses. So please give John a very warm welcome.
All right, thank you so much. Woo, Hartford. It's great to be back in Hartford, in the shadow of the State House. We're here protesting marijuana prohibition, letting our legislators know that we want to legalize marijuana. We want to provide medicine to our patients. We want to release the prisoners, and we want free the prisoners, that's right. We want our farmers to grow hemp. Yeah. So thank you all for coming out. I really appreciate it. We got lots of great speakers here today. We got Wayward Bill, all the way from Colorado. All right, Bill. And Larissa, she's also from Colorado with the Cannabis Caregiver Alliance. Lots of great music. Hannah's Field is back again. This is awesome. Can't wait to see them perform. And of course, our Master of Ceremony, Lindsay. She's making everything run so smoothly back here. So thank you so much, Lindsay. It's awesome. And there's a lot more volunteers that really helped out with this effort. Kyle, Lori, Colin, Christina. So thank you all for everything you've done. I really appreciate it. But we all owe our presence here today to one person who has worked tirelessly in countless hours organizing, planning, cajoling, lining up the speakers, the vendors, the sponsors, and working with the city to get the permits. We wouldn't be here if it was not for Cindy Day. All right, Cindy. Now, Cindy's not doing this just so she can sit around and smoke pot all day. She's not. That's not what Cindy's all about. She's not doing this for the money either. Believe me, she's not making any money on this. She's doing this because she loves helping people. And she hates prohibition. She hates what cannabis prohibition is doing to society. Cindy's doing this so we'll remember people that can't be here today. People like Frank Fulgieri. Frank was a Connecticut resident, medical marijuana patient, and tragically he passed away last year. Today is Frank Fulgieri Day. And so thank you, Cindy, for making this Frank Fulgieri Day so that we remember him and everybody else that can't be here with us today that paved the way for our success. Cindy's doing this for the children. She knows that cannabis is very, very good for a number of ailments, including epilepsy. And there's a young girl in Connecticut, her name is Cindy Mae Meehan. Actually, she's in Maine now because her family had to move her to Maine just to get her medicine. This is not right. So Cindy Day is helping Cindy Mae get her medicine. So thank you very much, Cindy Day, and good luck to you, Cindy Mae. I hope you can come home soon. Connecticut is very restrictive with their policies on medical marijuana. You have to have one of 11 different qualifying conditions before you can get your medicine. This is just not right. This is too strict. Our politicians are treating cannabis like plutonium, and it's not radioactive. It's a safe, natural herb that can be grown easily. So Cindy's working with legislators to expand that list. It's what I call a catch 422. Our politicians put so many obstacles and barriers in front of us. We have to recognize those obstacles and work around them. Cindy's doing this for the elderly people, our parents, our grandparents that need medical marijuana. That's right. It's so good. She knows that it's good for arthritis, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and depression. So she's trying to help make sure our senior citizens can get cannabis. And if we can convince them that medical marijuana is good and prohibition is bad, then they can help us pass laws to end prohibition. Because old farts vote. That's right. And we want their vote out there. So thank you, Cindy, for helping our senior citizens become more aware of this great medicine. Cindy is holding this rally for my brother. My brother lives in Oklahoma. Cindy doesn't even know him, but she's still doing this rally for him. He's disabled. He needs medical marijuana, but he can't get it because he's in Oklahoma and they have bass-backwards laws. So Cindy's holding this rally to raise awareness at the state level and the federal level so that we can end the federal prohibition of marijuana and so that my brother can get his medicine. So thank you, Cindy, for that. Appreciate it. And you'll meet him one day too, I promise. Cindy's doing this for all the pot prisoners that can't be here today to protest prohibition with us. Yes. She's doing this for Todd Stimson. Everybody know who Todd Stimson is? He's a young man down in North Carolina. He was growing cannabis for patients, doing it very openly, providing medicine, paying taxes, but they threw him in jail. Todd Stimson is in a cage right now for providing medicine, and that's not right. We have to release Todd, and we have to release all the pot prisoners, and that's what Cindy wants to do. So thank you very much. Cindy hates discrimination. She knows that prohibition is a racist policy that's decimating our inner cities and our communities of color. She knows that the riots right now in Baltimore are a direct result of the racist war on drugs and the way that minorities are treated by police. She's holding this rally for a friend of mine. He spent 3 years in prison for a nonviolent drug offense. 3 years of his life taken away and stolen. So she's doing it for him, and I really appreciate that. Cindy is the Rosa Parks of the marijuana movement. That's right. Rosa Parks refused to sit in the back of the bus, and Cindy is refusing to sit in the back of the cannabis. Whoa! All right. Cindy's doing this for people that are addicted to dangerous substances. That's right. She's doing it for me because I'm an alcoholic and I haven't had a drink in almost 8 years thanks to marijuana. Woo! Marijuana also helped me quit cigarettes. Anybody here try to quit cigarettes? Oh, it's brutal. You want to talk about your dangerous and addictive drugs. Well, cannabis helped me quit cigarettes. And our opponents say that there's no scientific evidence that marijuana is good for you, that everything's anecdotal evidence. Well, I'm not an anecdote. I'm a real person, and I can tell you that marijuana and cannabis saved my life. So thank you, Cindy, for caring about me and for loving me. I love you too. A lot of our opponents say that marijuana is a gateway drug. The mayor of Boston, Marty Walsh, he says you smoke marijuana, boom, you're going to be doing heroin the next day. And that's just not right. As Mike Fitzgerald said, cannabis is an exit drug. It's an exit drug. A lot of people, states with medical marijuana laws the overdose rate is going down. And I've been smoking marijuana for 35 years, and I've never done heroin. I'm never going to do heroin, and I don't want to do heroin. So it's not a gateway drug. It's an exit drug, away from alcohol, away from tobacco, and away from OxyContin. States with good medical marijuana laws are seeing a decline in the overdose rate for opioid drugs like OxyContin. States with good medical marijuana laws are seeing a reduction in the suicide rate. And this is very important for our veterans. Cindy loves our veterans, and I know you do too. But tragically, 22 veterans commit suicide every day. This is horrible. Cannabis is good for post-traumatic stress disorder. So Cindy wants to make sure our veterans can get this safe and effective medicine. They fought for us. So it's time for us to fight for them. So thank you. Who likes hemp here? Anybody like hemp? Woo! I love hemp. Guess who else loves hemp? Cindy loves hemp. Yeah, she does. That's why they call her the harvest honey. She's all over hemp. She loves the environment. She knows that hemp is the green buffalo. Native Americans use the entire buffalo to survive, hair, snoot, balls, and all. And you can use the entire cannabis plant to make all sorts of essential products: food, fuel, building materials, biodegradable plastic, tree-free paper, and medicine. That's why we call hemp the green buffalo. Yeah. Cindy knows that you can make all sorts of environmentally friendly products out of hemp. You can make concrete out of hemp. You can actually build an entire house out of hemp. You can make hemp concrete, tree-free hemp particle board, hemp insulation that's much better than that pink fiberglass scratchy crap, and hemp composite shingles. You can even heat your house with hemp seed oil, biodiesel fuel, or you can compress hemp stalks into pellets for your wood-burning stove. So if you're in construction, or if you're going to build a new house, build a hemp house. That would be awesome. Cindy wants you to be healthy. She wants you to eat healthy. Well, guess what? Hemp is the new superfood. That's right, hemp. The humble hemp seed is chock full of protein, fiber, and essential fatty acids. You always hear on the news, if you want to get your omegas, eat fish, they say. Eat fish, eat fish. No, eat hemp, eat hemp, eat hemp. It's better for you, and it's much better for the fish.
Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. So we're up here, we're talking the talk. Yeah, that's great. But I want you to walk the walk. I want you to buy hemp. Support the hemp industry. I want you to eat hemp. Be more healthy. I want you to wear hemp. I'm covered with hemp today from head to toe. I want you to write on hemp. This speech is printed on tree-free hemp paper. That's tree-free Mendus. Yeah. I want you to invent hemp. We're at a special time right now. We are creating several industries from the ground up. The industrial hemp industry, medical marijuana, and the recreational market is going to be huge. I'm talking huge, people. We're talking a $1 trillion crop. Tens of thousands of jobs are going to be created. That's right. You guys have heard of the .com era, right? Well, this is the .bong era, and it's going to blow that away. And this is great and everything. Making money is great, but we can't forget why so many of us fell in love with marijuana in the first place. It's not about the money. It's that feeling created by our tie-dyed forefathers. It's about peace, love, and personal freedom. And Cindy embodies that spirit. As marijuana goes mainstream, we have to make sure we don't lose that spirit. We cannot throw the hippie out with the bong water. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be here all week. It's going to take time to erase over 70 years of reefer madness. Our politicians say marijuana is bad. We know that when used responsibly, marijuana is very, very good. So we need to turn reefer madness into reefer gladness. Woo! Yeah. Have a little reefer gladness out there. And we've got a long road ahead of us, a very long road. There's so much to do. But every journey starts with a single step. And Cindy is helping us take this step together. She has planted the seed that is growing into the tree of life. Cindy's leading by example. She's showing what one person can do. Now, one person can't do everything, but everybody can do something. So we all need to pitch in and do something. This rally is great. This is the third year. Every year it gets bigger and bigger. Now, some people might be disappointed by the size of the crowd today. I don't see disappointment. I see opportunity. I see potential. I know that one day we're going to have 50,000 people right here celebrating the end of Prohibition. Yeah, and we'll have Cindy to thank for that. But next year's rally might not even happen. It's so much work. She needs help. She needs people to step up and work with her and help her and do whatever you can to promote cannabis. Cindy doesn't want me to be up here preaching to the choir now. She wants me to preach to the preachers. She wants you to go out there and let everybody know how great cannabis hemp is and how truly devastating its prohibition is. So, thank you very much. Thanks again for coming out today. And one more time, thank you so much, Cindy. All right, keep up the fight and peace.
Okay, thank you, John.